Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. So I'm back. What the heck that is? What's going on with my face? But anyway, I'm back with part 7 of my book, If I Decide to Fly, Collected Poems of Affirmation and Celebration for African American Men. Ashe. Hope you all are well. A couple of days ago, I did part 6 talking about my book. And I think I'm going to speed track through it just a little bit. I think I don't probably want to do any more than maybe 10 videos from my book. And so that way you can go get your copy and then you can read it for yourself. Or you can get the CD and listen to the CD. Hope you all are well. I am well. It's good to be back. You all see I have my Indinkra pick earring, and over here I have my sister girl red, black, and green earring. So I thought I'd mix it up a little bit, put a little mix match going on there. But anyway, part 7. So I left off a couple of days ago. I talked about how the book was broken down according to different sub parts of the book. And so I did a couple of poems. I'm Not Confused About Life at All and Fine With Me. And this poem, God Doesn't Lie, this was actually going to be one of the original titles of the book. When I first thought about the book, this was going to be one of the original, what was going to be a title for the book. But I don't know what happened. I just, decided that wasn't the right energy for the book. And so... but this poem is a poem that's entitled God Doesn't Lie. And it's a poem that talks about, it's its own interpretation of what it was like in the beginning. When this whole idea of the universe was created. And so this poem is sort of like my rendition of what that was like and what happened. And it went a little bit differently from the original way that we were told it happened. But if you will, I want to give you my rendition of what it was like in the beginning. God doesn't lie. In the beginning, there was a thunderous sound. Boom. And then a mighty brother stepped down. He was tall, handsome, and full of pride, stood before his Creator to abide. God looked him over, he was noble and proud, and before long the angels formed a crowd. God looked at his creation and began to smile. He said, I will make you, black man, king of the Nile. God gently touched his son's head and with caring eyes softly said, your struggles may appear many. Please listen, my son. You will wonder if at times from your side I have run. But whenever you call upon my name, whatever you ask is yours to claim. Because I am thou and cannot lie, I will remind you that you already know how to fly. Yeah, just love that poem. I don't know, it's just something about that poem. I just love that poem. But anyway, so to start off, that's one of the poems that was in the sub part of the book that I told you all about that was entitled Between You and Me. So there are a couple of other poems in this. There's one called Single Father, and it's a poem that's a tribute to all the single fathers who are doing what it is that they are supposed to do to care for their children. And in this instance, this was a single father who just stepped in and, didn't look for accolades, didn't look for any pat on the back for doing what he was just supposed to do, which is, step in and take care of his children. And then there's another poem called Work It Out that's in this section. There's one called Black Must Be Beautiful Again. And I'm going to come back to this poem because there was a part of the section one of the videos that I did where I talked about, there were a couple of poems that came through after the book was actually published. And this is one of them. I had the opportunity, I was invited to the Million Man March to come and speak to the women because, you know, the women were asked to stay at home. Let this be an atonement for men, and we were asked to kind of stay on the sidelines, you know, and I honor that. But there were also some women who came along with their husbands, and so I was commissioned to come and to talk to those women, a group of women. I forgot by 100. I don't even remember how many women it was. It doesn't really even matter. But I was asked to do a poem, to write a poem, and this poem, Black Must Be Beautiful, again came through. And I'm gonna say that to the end. I'm not gonna share that with you right now because that's just exceptionally powerful poem, and I'd actually like to close out with that poem. There's another one called A Little Love, and this poem is about just, you know, I want to read this one, if you will. It's really, really short. It's called A Little Love. I hang with the fellas every chance I can. Sometimes we just up and go without a plan. Partners in brotherhood is our traveling name. Amongst each other, we don't have to play games. We're free to be who we truly are. Each brother is a shining star. We show love to every brother we meet, acknowledge them with a smile when we walk down the street. We're secure with ourselves, not into that macho thing, because we understand we hail from kings. I like that poem. I like that poem a lot, A Little Love. Then there's another poem entitled May I Offer? Won't read that one either. A tribute to my son, very powerful piece. I won't read that one either, but very powerful piece, a tribute to my son. Not a tribute to my son at all. And then lastly, Letting Go. This was another poem in that section. Now we come to the section that's called Got It Going On. Got It Going On. And this section is just about the way we as women acknowledge Black men, you know, the majesty and the beauty and the awesomeness and the awe and the elegance and the majesty and the royalty and just all those things that we as and I really like this section because it really gave me a chance to pour my own, you know, love and admiration and respect and just all around flavor about. I think this part of the book really speaks to how I've always felt about Black men. So these poems were really, really special to me. I'm Your Girl, Your Excellence, Soulmate, Masquerade. I'm going to read I'm Your Girl. I did this one for a friend of mine, actually, for his wedding. And it was actually pretty special to be able to recite this piece for him for his wedding. So it's called I'm Your Girl. Right now you can't buy me diamonds and pearls. Take me on trips around the world. But I'm still proud to say that I'm your girl. It's a blessing to have you as a part of my life, and I blush at the thought of becoming your wife. You're just that special to me, and I pray that you really, really see the joy you bring to my heart, the happiness I feel just having you a part of my dreams. Even during those times when it seems we should go our separate way, we somehow manage to stay together and work through the stormy weather. God is good, and as we should, I give thanks to Him for you and all the special things you do for me. Diamonds and pearls and trips around the world are not things this girl needs. No, indeed. Not unless we can have them together, because, baby, I plan on loving you forever. I'm so proud to have you in my world, but I'm even prouder to say that I'm your girl. Love that piece. Oh, man. One day, I'll be able to recite that for my man. But until then, yeah, I really, really love that piece. I love that piece. Just the respect and an admiration of saying, you might not be able to buy me all the things that I want, material, but the sister's saying, material things are really not what makes me happy. It's you that makes me happy. Even if we had those things, even if you could give me diamonds and pearls and takes me on trips around the world, I wouldn't love you anymore. That those things wouldn't even touch making me love you more. And she says, I pray that you really, really see the joy you bring to my heart, the joy you bring. Let's talk about that for a minute. The joy you bring to my heart. There's a difference between the joy that you take from my heart or the fact that you need my joy to have your joy. Come on, y'all, let's preach about this thing. Woo, let's preach about this thing. It's about the joy you bring to my heart because I already got my own joy. This is the saying, I already got my own joy. I got my own joy. You got your own joy, but you bring joy to my heart. Just a little extra something, a little extra something, something. Y'all see how much I love this part? Even during those times when it seems we go our separate way, we somehow manage to stay together and work through the stormy weather. Y'all, that part right there. That part right there. I think in today's society, we are so quick. First of all, we're so quick to give up on each other. But to me, that's about being in alignment with the right person, being what they call equally yoked. When you find that person that you're equally yoked with, there should be nothing that should come between you. But if you're not equally yoked, yeah, that's just going to be a little challenging. It's going to be a little challenging. It's going to be challenging anyway, I believe. And I don't mean challenging means it's got to be difficult. It just means that there might be times that you all don't agree on the same thing. And so somebody's got to make a compromise. Those are challenges. Challenges doesn't always have to be negative things. It could be what we having for dinner today. I don't want fish. We didn't have fish for 2 days in a row. So, but I want fish. I want some fried fish. My daddy made the best fried fish, y'all, but I digress. But it's just about, so we didn't have fish 2 days in a row. You know what? Let's eat what you want to eat. Those types of things. They're going to be those things, I believe, in a relationship. But when you understand that that's going to happen and you find a way to be able to compromise through it, nothing going to be able to tear you apart. I know from experience. God is good, and as we should have, I give thanks to him for you. Let's do that again. God is good, and as I should, I give thanks to him for you first, and then all the special things you do for me. God is good, and as I should, I give thanks to him for you and all the special things you do for me. She says, diamonds and pearls, trips around the world are not things this girl needs. Not unless we can have them together. If we can have them together, let's go, boo. But if we can't have them together, never mind. Don't y'all love this poem? I don't know. It's just something about this poem that really, really, really touches my heart. I'm your girl. And then the next poem in this section is called Your Excellence. I like to drop this poem sometimes when I'm out and about and I see a brother. I just like, bro, can I do a poem for you? Can I do a little something for you? I like to drop a poem for you. That's such a line, that's such a picker-upper, okay? Hey, bro, I'm a poet. Can I recite it? You ain't with nobody, right? Even if you were, but, if you don't mind, can I drop a little something for you? I like to just drop a little something for you. This poem is called Your Excellence. Watch this. Could words describe what you represent? The fact that you were heaven sent? Do my eyes behold all that you are? They could not possibly, not by far. If you were to ascend into heaven above, might it still be possible to feel your love? What makes you so mighty, so great in my eyes? Could it be the power of the one most high? Is it the true power given you that I sense? A black man so powerful, full of excellence. All that you are, I may never know, but to be in your presence, what a gift for my God to bestow. And you should see how they melt. No. But honestly though, I love the appreciation when I recite that poem for brothers. I love the appreciation that they express in the smile, in the like, yes, sis, I really appreciate that. Like, that was beautiful. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. That poem, every time I recite that poem, I always get such deep appreciation, respect, and love for brothers because they just, I don't know how often they get to hear that. I don't know how often, and especially from somebody that doesn't want anything from them, just can I drop a poem for you? That's all. Can I just bring some sunshine to your day? I don't want nothing from you. That's all. And that's a really prophetic moment for me because it makes me really, really understand how the reciprocity of giving to each other is healing, exceptionally healing. But I'm going way over this time. So that is my next poem. There are a couple of other poems in this chapter that I would definitely like to share. Oh, Hunk of Black Man. You all get to experience Hunk of Black Man soon. But anywho, so thank you so much. My book, If I Decide to Fly, it is available on Amazon. I have copies, so if you would like to cop a copy from me, please do. But otherwise, you all have a great day. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.